You pour a lot of whiskey in my drinks, so.
I'm sorry.
If you like whiskey and you like wisdom and you like a whole lot of shenanigan bullshit in between, you should like and subscribe to this channel because me and Chris are bringing it every single week with some crazy bullshit. And what else? All right, we're live.
Oh God, it burns.
Alright.
So what we usually do is have a name for the episode, but we don't have a name for this one. So I usually say, welcome back to another episode of Wisdom, Whiskey, and then we do the name. So I'll insert it afterwards. We'll figure out the name after we talk about it. But we're live right now, so we're not live, but
We're live?
No, we're not
Okay.
live.
You can always edit everything, okay?
So today we might as well talk about this whiskey we're gonna try. We have some whiskey from North Carolina, everybody. Defiant. It's from Blue Ridge Distilling Company, and we're gonna go against Fabrizio's whiskey that he brought from Georgia. Why don't you tell us a little about it?
I mean, it's a little unfair because I don't really know much about this whiskey, but went to Savannah and I went into one of the many drink stores that are in Savannah. By the way, they drink a lot in that area. Everybody had a glass of something in their hands, even on the street. And the guy suggested me this one among few choices of for a bourbon from the south, from Georgia. So that's why I went with this. Don't really know much about it. It looks a little strong, 95 proof, but let's see how it tastes.
Here, I'll talk about it. It's got a nice amber color to it. It's from 13th Colony Distilleries. What is the 13th Colony? Is it Georgia?
Must be.
Must be. So that's pretty cool. Southern Bourbon Whiskey, handcrafted. Batch 2024. It's a new batch. Bottle 13,806. There's, gotta have that government warning.
I think it's a straight bourbon, which I don't really know what that means. What is straight bourbon?
My co-host Chris is not here today. He's usually the expert.
It says it's a well-rounded, multiple double gold award-winning straight bourbon with hints of, should I say what the hints are, or should we try it first?
Let's try it first, and then we'll go over the hints.
All right, well, I'm going to take a sneak peek.
Well,
right.
That's cheating.
I don't... I'm going to see if you guys are right.
So we'll try that one first, I'm guessing?
That's what we're going to do, yeah.
All right. I'm going to bring my glass over to you. I gave you guys those little, sampler glasses, but I don't have enough for all of us to have them. So we should probably introduce you guys, because nobody knows who the hell you are.
That's so true.
Caitlin, my best friend. That's all the introduction you get. Fabrizio, who are you?
I think the current audience might know who I am.
Maybe. They probably heard a few things. Your sister's been on the show.
My sister has... I'm really trying to open this bottle.
You need some help?
I don't think so.
Well, I am Fabrizio, Italian born and raised.
Caitlin's colleague.
Caitlin's colleague.
Her secretary, to be more specific.
Well, she is my secretary, to be more specific. And also my best colleague. No, I cannot say that, right?
Why not? It's the truth. I'm your best American friend. Why would you try
I
and
think
hide
that
it?
right now you're my only American friend.
Don't lessen it. Don't belittle our friendship.
But yeah, been here for a couple of years now, a little bit less than a couple of years,
And you only have one friend?
And I only have one friend.
That's the truth, yeah.
That's the sad reality. So yeah.
So you went to Georgia by yourself?
I did. I
Okay.
did.
What was the
I
plan?
like to travel by myself. It wasn't a plan, honestly. It was just, I wanted to get out and go somewhere else for the weekend, pay attention not to have them fall. And jumped in my car without having an hotel already booked or anything.
Really?
And I just went down there. And on the way, I stopped in a McDonald's, and I just picked an hotel from the Hotel Tonight app in the center of Savannah, and then I just went there and find my way through the city.
Let's be more specific to give the audience some context. You are from Naples of Italy, which I hear
Why do I have my glass that is twice as much as yours?
because I don't think I'm gonna drink as much of it.
Yeah,
Because
okay, you're probably
I
right.
have a
I'm gonna enjoy it.
bias, strange assumption that I'm not going to love it.
It smells really
We're
good.
not trying it yet.
No, we're just smelling it.
Just money.
What
Now-
we do, you taste it on the nose first.
Oh,
You got to give it a chance to
Yeah.
get those notes.
oh no, I'm gonna hate it.
No, you're not.
Anyways,
Maybe with some highs. You can.
so you're from Naples
from Naples,
and
the city of pizza.
the city of pizza. What I've heard from my other Italian colleagues is that Naples is like America 2.0. It's the America of Italy. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
So I guess that probably the reason is, first, Naples was colonized by so many countries, and secondly, which Spanish, French, Austrian, and secondly, I think it's because of the amount of food that we fry. I probably think that would
That's
be
probably the closest.
the closest thing, right?
Yeah.
So there is a natto base in Naples, and
A what?
natto,
Natto. What is that?
NATO. What's
NATO?
NATO?
Oh, okay.
Base in Naples, and there is a lot of American in the city, a lot of American soldiers in the city. One of the biggest embassy in Italy. Yeah, I guess the food is probably the main cause of saying that it's very close to the US, to America.
What do they
Are you
fry
saying-
over there? Do they got like onion rings and
Well,
tater
we
tots?
fry everything, like even socks. Like my mom used to say, my grandma used to say, socks are even socks are good when they're fried. So you can eat pretty much everything fried, and it always tastes better.
It's true.
Fried is always better.
That's what I
we
hear.
say. And we fry eggplants, zucchini flower, pretty much everything. Like since I've
But
been
do you
here,
fry Oreos though?
well, we're not there yet.
Not there yet.
But a lot of desserts in Italy are fried, so we can say that we don't get to the level of taking an artificial and industrial product and fry, which I find it so
Offensive.
amusing. I find it offensive from Italian, yeah.
No, but you find
No,
it
no.
offensive that we do it, or do you
No,
find
no,
it
that
offensive?
Italian have not got there yet.
Yeah, that's me too.
So I think that this is the greatest country in the world. That's why you guys fry Oreo, and that's just the truth. That's the reality.
This is something to consider. So, anyways, also Fabrizio, during the day, he plays the role as he's the chief janitor. He's the CJO, the chief janitor officer of the establishment that
Yeah.
we work at. So that makes sense. That checks out.
For an
Yeah.
Italian company.
Yeah,
We don't have to
needed-
say the name, but
they wanted to have an Italian to be the chief janitor officer. They knew that Italian are better at cleaning, and that's just a fact. And I went through a sponsor program with the American Embassy, several interviews. It took me in the American Embassy restaurant to clean it, and I just got the job.
You just got the job.
I just got the job done. They were
The rest
saying
is history.
the rest, exactly.
Okay.
it's a good coming to America story.
Yeah.
The The American dream.
That's the American dream. That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm. Start off as a janitor, end up as a head of janitors.
Head of all the janitors.
And then up and up, you know?
Where can you go from here?
Well, okay, everywhere.
Top floor of a high building, cleaning their bathroom.
The only thing I don't think I can get to be president.
No, but you
There
can
are
probably
still
clean his
some
bathroom.
Yeah, I can, probably.
Yeah, you're qualified. I think we should try this soon.
What do you? Does something happen to whiskey if you leave it too?
No, I actually like to leave it to breathe, but I'm just smelling it for so long. I want to try it. It's actually really good.
Yeah, very smooth, right?
It is very smooth. It's got a lot of flavor.
What about you? Don't you try?
Just make sure to taste it before you just swallow it. Roll around on your tongue. It's real creamy tasting.
Okay, here you go.
You don't have to make that face when you drink it.
That's good.
You don't have to lie.
Now,
What are the scent?
Yeah, why don't we try to guess?
yeah,
some
you
of
gotta
them?
guess it.
I would say caramel.
Yeah, me too. That's the first one that came to my mind as well.
Mm-hmm.
I will say caramel and
It's got like a pretty good a little spiciness.
What are their notes?
Tastes a little honey.
Fabrizio, what's another note?
another note is coffee, I think. And I just made up this one.
You did.
I didn't really taste any coffee.
Yeah.
I know it's very difficult. I laugh a lot with it. There is in Italy there is this guy is a comedian, and in Italy we a lot of big sommelier. They're very proud of being sommelier, and they are so fancy, not fancy, bougie,
Bougie. Yeah.
and they start like calling all these different flavor in the
Mm-hmm.
so it has this juniper flavor or whatever. And this guy, he goes like for 5 minutes just moving the glass, smelling it, and then doing faces like this. And then at the end, he hand with just one sentence, 3 words, or 2 words even, like it's red, or it's wine, or something like something very very.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's usually what I do. Chris is the sommelier on the show. He usually is like,
He's the pushy one.
I can taste 3 different kinds of corn
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
2
I
cities.
saw that. I saw the last one where he was talking
Yeah.
about some corn.
And
I was like,
the one tasted like cardboard. He's like, he's been to like cardboard college apparently,
what? What is cardboard college?
like where you learn about all the kinds of cardboard. He's got to know a lot about cardboard.
I see.
Mhm.
But he tasted cardboard in one of the whiskeys.
Was it actually a note though?
No, he just
No.
made it up. I think.
He just made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, there's.
So can we know?
Can I give you a guess? There's
Yeah.
okay. There's a fruit in here.
I smell some wood. I can smell wood.
It's probably blueberry. I would say. It must be blueberry.
What's the fruit? It's not blueberry.
It's orange.
You're just throwing words out there. You don't even
I think,
try it
you
again.
know what? I think that banana goes well with bourbon.
You know, I have a banana bourbon over here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We can
Always
try that
the
one
banana
too.
stuff.
We can try that one too.
It's not. It kind of reminds me of Fireball.
Oh,
It looks like
It's
It's
Fireball.
good.
real sweet. The fruit. Give us a hint. Is it a
I
dark
mean,
fruit?
I think that I've given
It's a
you.
dark fruit, right? They're all dark fruit.
Listen.
I think it may probably some nuts.
Is it
Okay.
a walnut fruit?
It's not dark and it's not light.
It's not dark and it's not light. Is it an apple?
No, it's not an apple.
So it's
What
not.
is the first letter?
Is it a pear?
No, it's not a pear.
That's the 5 let the first 5 letters.
You're stupid. Try it again and taste the aftertaste, because I can taste it.
You know, I'm not-
aftertaste.
You can?
Yeah.
It tastes like grapefruit.
You're way off.
Well, it has
Way
it has a bitterness that reminds me of grapefruit.
Way off.
That's why I don't like grapefruit.
I think it tastes like.
Give it some thought.
There's probably
Gracie,
no
before you
fruit.
spitting out some
There's
shit.
probably not even a single fruit. She's lying.
I'm not
That's
lying.
probably
Is this
the
my
case,
lying
you know?
face? Is this my lying
I
face?
mean, it's
I don't
difficult
think
to
so.
say, Caitlin. You always have a face. And your line face is pretty similar to the non-line face. So, I guess it could be.
It's not a carrot,
Is that a carrot?
okay? It's a cherry.
Oh,
Can you taste it now in the aftertaste? Like medicine cherry to me.
You know, the notes on like every single whiskey are always generally the same.
Okay, but like what else? So okay.
I mean, they
well
always
then-
say the same thing on the bottle.
Okay,
like
well then
dark
what else is
fruit,
it?
cherry,
Okay, but there's
oak,
not dark
charred
fruit.
oak.
Okay. You're
vanilla.
always talking about something being charred and burnt. This
That whiskey was burnt. It tasted burnt. Last episode we did
The banana
blackened.
one?
No, the blackened. This
Okay.
one, Metallica makes that
Uh-huh.
whiskey. You know the band
yeah,
Metallica?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yes. 2 more notes.
Is there anyone that we actually guessed correctly?
I mean, what do you-
Vanilla,
I don't think so. Let me see.
Oh.
caramel. It's got to be on
Yeah,
there.
Okay,
caramel.
okay, but
It
you
says
guys already
caramel.
said that, and in
But
your
is it
last
right?
yeah, it is. But in your last episode, you said that caramel
It's
is
on
in
all of them.
literally every whiskey, so it's not really a congratulations.
But they all
word.
say the same thing, like cherry, caramel.
But you couldn't guess cherry.
I didn't taste it.
Okay, well, what else? What else is in here? If you can guess one
I don't know.
other
I want
note.
to try. I
I'm
mean, I tried.
sick of you. Be a
You
team
try
player.
it, Caitlin. See if you can pick any flavor out.
I mean, I can, but I already
But
know.
see if you can pick any flavor out.
So you can actually.
I
fla-
taste the
you
cherry.
can taste the cherry.
I taste
There's
the
another thing we talk about though, that once you read what the flavors are, you immediately taste them
I
Yeah.
know, but
because it's in your mind.
I just want to taste more of those Cheez-Its there, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
the Cheez-Its probably ruined it for you.
Maybe.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want the Cheez-Its.
So, Caitlin, you can just read whatever is written there.
You
Because
just can't
I
wait to
can't.
know.
I mean, it's too weird being.
If you make one guess, a real
Yeah,
guess.
I guess like so many different
No,
things. I
but you
didn't
were
pick
just saying
none of
Bourbon,
them.
melon, orange.
I said banana, which is a possibility.
No, it wasn't. Guess
No,
one.
it is. I think it is.
You already guessed coconut and it was trash. Okay, guess one thing that's not a fruit, because that was the only like fruit
Okay.
situation.
Juniper.
No, there's no juniper. Hints of sweet corn, like in the last one that you guys did. It's a lot of buttered corn.
But isn't the corn one of the?
Yeah, it's like the main, but the body.
Exactly.
So it's not really something like me and Chris always say. Why would you say corn if
Yeah.
it's made out of corn?
It's made out of corn or rye and barley.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So okay.
Everybody likes
That
corn.
that one was stupid. Go ahead.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Leather.
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 Are you reading correctly?
Yeah.
You know how to read.
You know, we've had some whiskeys before that really did taste like you were chewing on an old boot. This isn't one of them though.
Okay, now the third one is cherry, then caramel, and then tobacco.
I don't know.
And that's it. It's
Tobacco?
just, it says, with hints of sweet corn cobs, leather, cherry, caramel, and
Ash
tobacco.
brown. Ash brown.
This bourbon delights the palate.
Delights the palate.
Easily enjoyed as an everyday sip. This bourbon is bound for your collection.
Oh, this is an everyday sip, by the way.
It is
Yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah.
This is one of the better whiskeys we've had on the entire podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very smooth and it has a really good flavor.
So I was in a bourbon facility once, no, a few times actually. The one for Wild Turkey in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Chris say that he went there?
The other Chris,
Okay.
another Chris friend of ours went there.
You went there.
He went there. I didn't go. There's like a bourbon trail where you go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, close to that one, I believe there is the Four Roses.
Four Roses.
Yeah, Four Roses is very close by.
Yeah.
I think that Jim Beam is also in that area. This is all like Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Wild Turkey one is the one that I visited. Was pretty nice. The three, the master distiller, the son, and the nephew.
He showed me the video with Matthew McConaughey.
Doing the ads, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, Campari appointed him to
He's
be
the spokesperson.
for Wild Turkey.
And
Is he
Lincoln.
still?
He is still.
Yeah, still. We need the whole taste of every single different type.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to the one in Greensboro?
Do they have a distillery in Britain?
Yeah, and they do a
No.
tour where you can taste everything.
No, I have to go.
They just started like 10 or 12 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because it has to be in the barrels for like 5 to 7 years,
Yeah.
8 years, even more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, they were open for quite a while before they released their
Okay.
first whiskey.
Wow.
But they also have gin and vodka.
That's the one. That's the one thing that I will do if I ever start a business. Starting a business in the spirit industry would be one of my favorite choices.
What about like a wine vineyard?
No wine.
No?
No. Wine is it's boring. I don't like. No, I think they're one of these like rum. Not the tequila because now everybody's on tequila, but rum, gin.
Yeah.
Whiskey would be my to-go choice. One, a gin from the Vesuvio. Vesuvio is the most famous volcano in the world that is right next to Naples, behind Naples. So there is a couple of million people living underneath one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world, which is the Vesuvio. And it's the right place for growing juniper. So they started this distillery, this new brand of gin. Some friends of my friends, and it's doing pretty well.
Some of your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
They're friends of
Friends
a
of friends.
very good friend of mine.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Not as cool.
No, but it's a good business, and the only thing is all about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know how to advertise the product, that's where you.
That's why all these celebrities, as soon as they buy a company, it skyrockets.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only because they bought it.
Ryan,
Like
Ryan
all the
Reynolds,
tequila.
LeBron, everybody.
Yeah, they all have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan
Does
even
he?
has one.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
about Jordan.
Yeah, he's got a tequila. If I can ever find any Italian whiskey around here, I'll bring you back on the show and we'll try it.
Okay.
Next time you go to Italy, you should bring a whiskey back.
Yeah, I should.
Anybody care for some cheese?
No, thank you. But yeah, I can actually bring it back when I go to in May. But again, why do you even want to try an Italian whiskey?
We've got to try every kind of whiskey. Eventually, we'll try them all.
I mean, we have to do the Japanese first.
We already
Japanese
did
are
it.
very good at doing whiskey.
We already did Japanese.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
Yeah.
you did the episode,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's back there somewhere.
Which one did you try?
It's the Toki. Toki?
Okay.
I don't know. It's behind me.
Fabrizio's going to Japan in May.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Another solo traveler.
You're going for work?
No, I'm going for my 40th birthday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're going by yourself though?
Yes.
Why don't you bring somebody with
I was
you?
supposed to go with him if he won a bet, but he didn't.
What
Yeah.
bet?
I basically wanted to lose that bet.
No, he didn't.
Because you would have had to pay for her to go?
Yes, exactly. I don't even know why I bet that. So anyway.
Because you wanted to have a delightful time in Japan with me. That's why.
I would love to go to Japan. That's my first choice of places to travel.
Yeah, I mean that's my. It's a place that I always wanted to go. I know that if I went with her, probably would be like happy for a day and then start fighting the second day
Yeah,
and
sure.
throwing things at each other. So.
You'd have to have time apart. You'd have to have an itinerary where you had time apart.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
She can go to South Korea and I will say Japan, something like that. Yeah. No, but I'm going just by myself, and I still haven't planned anything. I gotta start.
You're going in May?
I'm going the 1st of May, coming back on the 11th.
And you haven't planned anything?
No, I have to.
Yeah, you should do that.
The only thing, yeah, I am just watching.
You have your hotels booked.
No, not yet.
You gotta be kidding me.
I just booked the flight.
Isn't it April already?
It is.
Yeah.
May's next month.
Yeah, I have 30 days. Yet.
Okay. So, what did the flight cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
It was $1,500.
Round trip?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea what the hotels are going to cost? Are
Not
you like
really.
a 5-star hotel kind of person or like a 3-star hotel?
I am a 4-star hotel type of guy.
Okay. So not quite at the top, but definitely
No.
not some crap.
No, I don't want. I've been sleeping in crappy place. I've been sleeping with like lizard on the
You've
ceiling.
been sleeping with lizards?
Yeah, there was.
It was
were
a bad part of
lizard on the roof, but I think that Japan would be just fine. I think that the exchange rate right now it's good enough, so I shouldn't pay that much for the stay, and it's just gonna be me traveling by myself. So
Mm-hmm.
what's that gonna be like? $150 a night probably.
Well, generally the hotel room's the same if it's you or 2 people, right?
Yeah, it is, but I can pick the smaller room.
Yeah, you spread out.
So it's gonna be Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, probably the 3 big one, and I need to check around other places.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to visit Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi's dead,
I know.
unfortunately.
It's Okinawa,
Mhm.
the island. It's supposed to be nice, but at the end of the day, it's probably not gonna be enough time to visit Okinawa as well. So yeah, but if you have good suggestion, then highly appreciated. I was sharing with her this gift shop that is in Tokyo.
Oh, yeah, that looks like such bad.
And it's like 6 stories of gift stuff from Japan, typical, and I'm sure that they have something.
Yeah, it's probably everywhere over there.
Yeah,
It's pretty big.
Pokemon related or
Yeah, all that anime is huge.
exactly.
It's like their whole culture.
Their whole culture.
It's-
I think that's
It's
a
pretty
bold
strong.
thing to say.
It's pretty strong in their culture.
I think Japan has a rich culture
Yeah,
outside
rich in
of.
anime.
I mean,
What do you want from Japan, Caitlin?
I don't know, something cute.
Some snacks.
Though, I don't know.
Some
I
pen.
mean,
I think a
honestly,
pencil.
I like pencils and pens, but snacks are good and all, but Nick and Veronica, they went on their honeymoon in, I guess, Korea? No, they actually went to Japan. They went to Japan and they did bring us back snacks. And I haven't tried one of them, so I already have Japanese snacks sitting on deck. I don't need more snacks. I want something cutesy. Asian countries have cutesy stuff. I like cutesy stuff. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Cute.
I mean, you know that I'm not gonna waste that much of a time to buy you a present, so I'm probably gonna
The local
call
gas
you
station.
when I'm there.
Yeah, well, I told
He's
you.
not gonna have anything to do. He's gonna spend 3 days looking for a present
Dude,
for
he's
you.
gonna be calling me, FaceTiming me.
No way.
Come
no way.
on.
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not. First, do you know how many hours of difference there is between Japan and the US?
Probably
13.
9 to 12.
Right, exactly. So when I'm gonna call you? When?
I don't know, Fabrizio. You'll find the time probably.
Yeah, when you're going to bed, should be waking up.
You're gonna call me and I'm gonna be on the way to work or something. And you'll be FaceTiming me in that gift shop. I mean,
Well, we'll see, It's
see what happens.
exactly, see what happens and see if I bring anything.
I
back
don't
to
know
you.
why you don't just, not asking for much, you know what I mean? You literally ask me what I want.
Yeah, and you didn't come up with a solution. We didn't come up with it. So
Something
I ask you because I
cutesy.
don't want the problem of choosing. That's why,
Yeah,
to make my life simple.
yeah. You don't want it to be personal.
Exactly. I
I
don't
don't want
want.
to be rude.
I don't want to be rude, but what do you want from me? See, I think she's not gonna get anything. So, are we trying the second one?
I'm gonna open it soon. But Caitlin has. So you have to. There's a rule that you have to finish what's in your glass.
This is a big mistake.
I think you should finish. Come on, it's not that bad.
No, it tastes really good.
Oh, there's Gray May. I didn't see her over there.
Yeah, she likes to be on the show, but not on the show,
Aww.
if you know what I mean.
Gray May.
She doesn't like to be on the show,
She doesn't like to be on the show.
just near the show.
She doesn't like to be in your lap either, I guess.
No, I'd shoot her away. She tried to get over here.
Why do you like that?
I don't know. You know, she's distracting. She'll start clawing you, like kneading on you. This Blue Ridge Distilling Company is in Bostic, North Carolina.
Where is Bostic?
Never heard of it. No idea. Somewhere in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Mm.
I thought it was
What
going to make a noise, but it did not.
Did you break?
Huh?
Ah, no, okay. Looks like it was broken.
No, I broke it.
For what?
The seal.
Yeah.
No, it looks like the neck is broken.
Oh no, it's just got a funky neck.
Okay.
Alright, Caitlin, we'll pass this to you, and you can...
Pour it.
So we got North Carolina versus Georgia. Georgia's pretty strong.
Good. Don't pour it too much.
What?
It's gonna be a waste.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
What do you want to do? Do you think that he's gonna be able to do? Okay,
Stop
good.
it.
It's not gonna make as good of a noise as the other one did.
Stop it. This is for you. This is yours. It's yours.
Jesus!
Can you just pour something into yours from here?
I don't think so.
You didn't finish your other one? I can already tell you the other one's gonna beat this one.
Should we kick her out of the show?
Yeah,
I mean,
Because you didn't drink yours. You have to finish it, Caitlin.
yeah.
alright.
Come on.
You can just set it over there, it's fine. Here, I'll throw this to you.
She's never gonna catch it.
You're a good host though, Caitlin. You should be over here. You'd just be grueling Fabrizio over there by himself, the solo traveler. That's what it should be, Wisdom Whiskey and the solo traveler.
And the solo traveler. Okay, can you finish this one? So that we can move to the next one. Look at this. Look how much you put it in. You put it in.
It is
Does
a
it
little,
make
it's
sense?
a small glass though.
It's a small glass.
I mean, why do you
Fabrizio.
always go
She's
with
doing
that?
that on
Like,
purpose.
you always,
She's trying to get you trashed.
they're always on your side, on her side.
Listen, Fabrizio, I don't want to be rude, but maybe,
I'm already drunk on the first glass.
I think that if you're really gonna enjoy that last sip of that one, because when you get a hold of the smell of this one,
It's bad.
I'm glad I gave Fabrizio that
Oh
one.
my god.
Okay, so,
This is not gonna be.
You-
Oh my god. Oh my god.
so, back to, like,
sometimes
we
the
never
smell
win.
really.
No, this is.
Sometimes it smells bad and it tastes good.
You said to me that this was like very close to bourbon whiskey. This is.
No, I
nothing
said
close.
this is North
This is-
Carolina's take on it.
Yeah, this
God.
is something closer to a Irish or Scottish whiskey. If you try the Chivas Regal, probably those kind of whiskey.
You know, it really tastes. It smells a lot like a plastic bottle bourbon. Is what
Yeah.
I call it.
Okay, anyways,
Finish this one.
so the previous one was the Georgia whiskey. right?
Georgia. Oh, so what we also do
This one,
before we try
this
this,
next one is North Carolina.
we usually rank everything. There's like a ranking up there.
I don't see any ranking.
You see where it says Danny, Chris, and Daniel 7, 9, 8.4 right there by the foam.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you had to rate the last one, what would you rate it? 0 to 10.
I think
I will give it a solid 7 plus.
Was he asking you? Was he asking you? Did anybody ask?
Kidding, every time that you get a question, it takes like 5 minutes for you to
Can I
answer.
just?
Like,
I'm
no, probably,
taking this
probably
seriously.
Daniel is gonna edit this, but it was like 5 minutes wait before you answer the question. I had to step in. Anyhow, go ahead.
I would rate it a 4.5.
This one,
The one
the
that
Georgia one.
The one that you brought, yeah.
Okay.
Is that fair?
It was a solid.
You can't say 7. Nobody can say 7.
I said 7 plus, but let's say because you always like manipulate my brain, I will say 7 minus.
What does that mean?
I went-
-7?
I went from 7 plus to 7 minus.
7 minus is 6.9.
6.9.
I'm gonna go 7.2.
Okay. Now,
You're gonna go 4.
previously we were a 4.5. It looks like we're going up with a 7 and a 9 and an 8.4 previously. And there's an 8. Chris gave something a 5.
That was
Oh.
blackened.
Somebody gave. Oh, you gave it a 3.8, but Little D gave it an 8.
Right. He
I
liked
see.
it a lot.
Yeah.
I did not.
That was mine. I gave you the bumblebee.
You gave it to me.
Okay, alright, so this is 9.
Mm-hmm.
You should really enjoy that while you can. I'm telling you, when you smell this, it might be traumatizing.
I'm not interested.
Well,
There really is, Fabrizio. Sometimes they really do smell like this and they taste good. I promise. This might not be one of those times.
I can look a little bit like young and
What?
and inexperienced, but I have had a few drinks in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and this
You
one
sound like
from the
somebody's
smell.
grandpa talking right now.
I mean,
It smells like
I'm
a
34
childhood.
years old, so it's not like I am a kid anymore. This one is not gonna be good.
It smells like something you would drink when you were a kid
Mm-hmm.
and think it was good. Or pretend it was
But
good.
Italians didn't have this, though.
Oh, yeah.
apparently.
So what did you drink as a kid? Wine?
Yeah,
Wine on wine on wine. You're Italian.
I think wine.
Do Italians really drink wine with meals, even kids?
They usually grandfather. If you are lucky to have a grandfather alive, then you will always get your glass of wine with a sip of water.
When you
So
say
like
always, like
it-
ever
during-
since
during
what
the
age?
the Sunday meal, probably since you are like 10 or 12, they will start pouring some wine in your glass, and maybe if they are a little bit more, let's say, evolved, they will put some water. Otherwise, they will just leave the wine in the glass. Come on, don't make the face. Caitlin, you're not even gonna be able to drink this one if you make that face.
I mean, what does the face have to do with it, Fabrizio? You know? I'm
It makes your brain think you don't like it.
Oh my god, I don't like it though. Can I live my life?
There's not a rule on this show that you have to finish anything in your glass. I made that up.
Oh my god.
See, Daniel is so nice. He's even changing the rules just for you.
He said it never happened.
No, most people just do it on it automatically.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're breaking a rule.
You may proceed onward.
This smells like old rotten corn. Like if you left a cornfield abandoned.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
From smelling it, I can give it like a 2.
Okay, but you gave the other one a 3.8 and you said it was charred and burnt.
You know, 3.8 is pretty low.
Okay, I already tasted it. It's actually not that bad.
What I tell you, sometimes it happens.
That's weird. I
Yeah.
mean, the smell sucks. And
Alright,
Yeah,
Daniel, now you
that's-
go.
it's actually almost like, I don't know if it's
It
because
doesn't-
I got the chocolate.
It doesn't taste
before.
anything like it smells.
Yeah, exactly. Completely different. Wow,
It's
that's,
not-
that's surprising.
Yeah.
Fabrizio,
What's up?
are you pregnant?
I don't think I am. I'm a little overweight, but
Alright, let's see.
somebody can even say that I'm obese, but I think I am pregnant.
Now, let's see,
It's there, yeah. It's always the same shit, you know.
You shut up.
It's very hard to drink it and smell it at the same time. The smell is so terrible, but it really does not taste that bad. It has a little bit of a more like alcoholic flavor.
Yeah.
You can definitely taste the alcohol more.
It's not as smooth as the previous one.
So when it says we use 100% malted barley, is that like a flex for a whiskey to say that?
It's just that the percentage of
Okay,
stuff.
I didn't ask what it meant. I asked
If it was
why
a
they
flex.
say it. If it was a brag, like, can you brag about that? It seems like most whiskeys.
Yeah, if they're saying it, they're probably bragging it, no?
Yeah, but why though? It seems like something that.
I mean, he told you since the beginning that it's not the aspect of whiskey. That
Okay,
the
but
other guy is
you're over here
Chris.
acting like you are. All you talk about.
I think the
Wild
same guy.
turkey, wild
Do you
turkey.
see how if
I
a
think-
vacation would be with myself and Caitlin?
Yeah, it would
I
be
think
awful.
it would be fun.
No,
I think it
don't
would be
so.
awful.
We turn into angry siblings really quick.
Right.
It would be fun.
All right. What do you guys taste?
I read it, so I know it now.
Okay.
And my taste buds are very bad. That's because I've been eating fried stuff since I was a kid. So
Okay, Daniel, guess.
Sour corn. It's gone sour.
There's no corn in here, actually. None at all.
she said 100% melted butter. This is the one whiskey that doesn't have corn.
It's the only one that smells like rotten corn.
Come on, go with the classics.
This is one of the ones that you can kind of taste an old shoe. Maybe
I thought
like
you
a.
said it was good.
I mean, it's not.
It's not bad.
It's not as good as that.
Yeah.
That's not even close to as good as that. The only reason we're saying it's good is because
compared
it
to the
tastes
smell.
better than it smells.
Yeah.
It automatically makes it good.
Right.
Better.
Okay, well, you gotta give me at least just a couple wild guesses. You know what I mean?
Banana.
It kind of tastes like if you were chewing on the sleeve of a sweaty shirt.
Okay, well, sweaty shirt's not in here.
Isn't it?
It's not.
Are you reading it properly?
Do you think I
Cherry.
can't read?
Cherry.
Cherry?
What?
There's no cherry in there.
You would think I'd get better at this after doing.
You haven't.
I don't. I'm just not good at it.
The thing is, you look like when you taste it though, like, and I've watched.
It looks like I can
a
taste
lot
stuff.
of your others. You're really acting like you could. You're just like.
I feel like if I act like I could taste something, like I'll be able to taste something.
Well,
That
yeah,
makes
I mean,
sense. That
If
makes
you
sense.
really focus, how do you focus onto your taste bud though? Have you tried it yet?
I haven't tried it. Not even one. Not even one.
I'm not good at this.
I mean, seriously,
This
Daniel.
is my show, and
You
I don't
gotta
do
take
this.
some lessons or something.
I'm gonna have to do that.
You're gonna have to do it.
I'm gonna have to do
Who
that.
said it is your show?
This is your show.
Is it?
Hmm.
Isn't
I
that?
mean, this is.
Isn't it your show? This one?
Oh yeah, this is our show.
I mean, I don't think it is. I'm not really contributing that much to this show.
Hmm.
So there is caramel.
Ooh, I didn't say that though.
You did it, and I don't know why. It's
Because I thought it
literally
was.
everywhere.
I thought it was dumb to say it again.
I mean, it was, but at least you'd be right on something.
It feels like you could say the same 5 things every single time.
Yeah,
Alright, well then,
exactly.
why don't you say them
Because
then?
it just seems stupid.
Okay, we'll say them then. Say them right
Caramel.
now.
Caramel, leather, coconut, tobacco,
There's no coconut in any of these.
You don't know how to read.
eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus? Are you joking right now?
Mm-mm.
I think the eucalyptus. No.
There's no
Honey,
eucalyptus.
marshmallow,
Honey.
Yeah.
There's honey in it.
How about
Marshmallow was
Sweet tea.
close. There's no sweet tea. You just learned that there was tea in something the last time when Chris was like, "There's tea,"
how
and then
about
you were like, "Now I hate it because there's tea."
how about plastic?
You're just saying things. Plastic?
It smells like it's got melted plastic in it.
There you go.
I think there probably is, but I don't. They're not listing it here. In
I
Probably
think they're
not.
not bragging. for
Yeah,
it,
that's not
it's
a
not
brag.
like a brag. Yeah.
Right.
This one's
That's weird.
interestingly enough. This one is only 82 proof. Whereas this one
So what is
is
the
95.
what is the limit when we can actually be sued by this company?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
We could say whatever we want.
If we talk
Not
shit
Oh,
about
it's
that,
garbage. It
Not
smells
sponsored.
like a dumpster.
but you're free to your opinion as long as it's
Mhm.
like reasonable, I guess.
No, I think we could just do it, pretty much anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the greatest country in the world, United
Mhm.
States of America.
First Amendment.
First
Mhm.
Amendment.
Bitch.
Yeah,
The
we were
Third
talking about
Amendment, too.
creating militia on one of the shows,
What?
and Chris
Oh
was
my
like,
God, Daniel.
he was like, you can't say that on YouTube. But I left it in, and it made it. So
It might get
Yeah.
taken down. You never know.
I
It
guess
does.
you don't have as many followers as you.
what?
You
He's
don't have
like,
that many followers, that's why.
Yeah,
it's been
that's-
taken down.
All right, that's a low
You're
blow.
not in the. You're not in the.
Nobody's seen it. How can they take it down?
You're not in the YouTube radar.
No.
right now.
No, we haven't made it into the algorithm.
No.
So, like, what proof does, like, of alcohol, isn't there, like, a level where it's like, oh, it's illegal? It's illegal.
Mm-mm.
What's the
Illegal.
highest proof? What's the highest proof
Well,
that
the
you can
highest-
just buy?
The highest proof that I've ever bought was Bacardi 151,
151.
but they don't make it anymore.
They don't make 151 anymore?
Mm-mm.
See, that's the story I told you about.
Which story?
The time, my drunkest moment. Daniel knows it.
Was on 151
Yeah.
when you peed in the bed. What? I thought you brought it up.
It wasn't that
That
time.
wasn't the time.
That's
Alright,
all.
well, we might as well just say it now. We
That's-
might as well just tell the
that's
story.
What was
reasonable,
the
that's
time?
reasonable.
It's reasonable.
What were you
It's
drinking that time?
It was the time where Hope, me and Hope were out.
You were supposed to take me to work,
That's the time.
and you cried in the
And I
bathroom.
cried because I thought you meant 12 noon for some stupid reason.
But I went to work in the middle of the night.
And you were calling me like, where are you? And then I was like, ugh, and I felt so bad because I was completely wasted because I didn't know what I was drinking. I was 21 or so, 22.
I was at the
No,
time
I
I
had to
was,
be 21, yeah.
I was driving a dirt bike. That's why she was going to take me to work, because it was a 30-mile drive. And
Okay.
I ended up having to drive my dirt bike to work 30 miles.
Because I was completely wasted. And the thing is, like,
Mhm.
Hope was getting, it was a funny time, but then it wasn't funny. But, like, Hope was mad at Lee or something, and she kept putting 151 shots on his card. I had, like, 9 shots of 151.
No way.
No, I'm serious. I was in the bathroom, on the floor, with my head in the trash can like this. Like, so bad, so bad. But the other time,
That is so gross.
it was really gross because it was a tux too.
Ugh.
It was really gross.
That is disgusting.
I didn't know at one, like,
Yeah.
honestly, you know, I didn't drink until I was 21, so,
Right.
like, I didn't know anything, so I was like, 151 is just a name. I didn't know what it meant, honestly.
Yeah. The whole time we used to hang out, everybody always thought we were drunk and high all the time.
Everybody always thought I was high. He still thinks I'm high all the time, though. I mean, you can see why people thought I was high when I was a teenager.
Yeah, my family
stupid
swears. They're like, no, she was high. I'm like,
No, I
she
wasn't.
didn't.
It's just-
Never.
Fabrizio knows more than most. It's just my personality.
It's a good personality.
Just goofy.
So the 151,
Anyways,
you left me stranded,
and I cried about it because I felt so bad.
but I actually didn't even get mad.
Of
I
course
didn't.
you
I'm
did.
sure
Of
that
course
she
you
cried.
didn't,
She cried
man.
because of the alcohol, not because.
She
of
cried
No,
because your
I-
sister was with you, I think.
No, she wasn't. It was
Well,
Hope. It was Hope.
But
Your sister called me later and chewed me out for being mad at you because of
No,
how
I
bad you were
didn't.
crying.
No. I wasn't crying because you got mad at me. I was crying because I felt so bad
Yeah, but
that
nobody
I
knew
left you
that.
hanging.
Nobody knew that.
Yeah,
I
I
got
don't know
you
why.
that.
I don't know why they wouldn't think that. Of
I
course
got
I
you
was
that.
sad that I left you hanging like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, no, I mean, I was crying a whole lot. But the other time, now we'll just say it on camera, I got quite drunk at a work function, and I was on a newer medication, And when the medication says, you know, like this can, it gives you a warning about drinking on the medication.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I just was, you know, you don't know the limit. I don't know. And when you get free shots, you take free shots when you're in your early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what I did. And the pharmaceutical companies were right, you know. So I got real blackout. We went back to my house, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I thought I was sweaty because I was still drunk. And then I realized I peed the bed, and Daniel was laying beside me.
Quite a lot of pee.
I just full on straight up peed, like straight up. And I was still so drunk that I thought that I could get up out of bed.
We should definitely cut this part. I don't think that is good.
I might edit the whole episode down to just this.
It's not a good look, you know. It's like,
This was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. It was years, and like,
So yeah, finish
if
the story.
anybody knows me,
Finish the
I
story
very
though.
rarely drink. Anyways,
Did you let me know you peed in the bed?
I didn't let him know. I thought I was still drunk when I woke up, and I thought that he wouldn't notice. So I got out of bed, like, creeped out of
Changed
bed.
into some dry clothes.
Went
Slept in another
went
room.
to the guest bedroom to get out of my pee.
And I
And I
rolled.
left Daniel, and I'm sitting there, like, awake in the other bed, like, thinking, like,
Yeah, I rolled into
really
it.
sitting here wondering, like, will he notice?
Eventually-
you rolled into
Eventually, I rolled into it. Yeah, and I thought that I peed
Did
because
you
all
really?
I
I
could
didn't
smell
know
was
that.
pee, and I was like, "Why does it smell so strongly of pee?" And like, but only the side of my body was wet. Like nothing down here was wet.
Dude, Daniel, didn't you sell that mattress or give that mattress to somebody? Not sell it. You gave that mattress to somebody.
Yeah.
You did, but you told them that happened, and they still took it.
Oh, of course. You know my friends.
So weird. Yeah, bro, there was no, like, protector on it, and it was, like,
It was such a big stain you couldn't even see it.
really...
It was the size of the mattress. It was huge.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
And like I was in bed still like really drunk, and I was just so like scared that he was gonna find out. Like there was a possibility that he wasn't going to see that I peed all over the bed. And I was like, maybe I was sweaty. Like seriously, like I mean, It was so what did you do when you like woke up and like came in there? Like what did you
I'm
say?
pretty sure I just cleaned it all up.
No, I mean we had to both like I think we got like some vinegar or something, like some diluted vinegar, and like cleaned it.
Yeah, I think I did.
No, come on, I did too for sure. I remember cleaning
I
it
don't
too.
know. I don't remember.
Nah, come on.
I do remember
Don't
you
do that.
abandoning me.
Okay, yeah, but I was like,
No, it's cool. I understood.
What?
I was messed up. Like,
I mean, I grew up peeing the bed, so what can I do?
I was messed up. I was really messed up. I just wasn't expecting to get that drunk. I'd never been like, well, in the 151 time I was blackout drunk, but I feel like I got more blackout drunk that time than the 150 because
It's always medication.
Yeah, it had to
Medication's
be.
not.
I had to be more drunk then than I was when 151. I didn't pee myself with 151. I
Yeah.
puked a lot, but I didn't pee myself.
Yeah.
What's the drunkest you've ever been?
Drunkest. I mean, I never get to the point to pee on myself or to pee in the mattress, but I had a few situations. Yeah, I guess. I went once. I was in the Philippines, and I was having this challenge. They had a challenge for which, if you win the challenge, you were going to be put your name on the. They were giving you a T-shirt and put your name on the wall of the bar, and it was
The
like
bar?
the bar. Yeah, the bar.
How many
It was-
names were already on there?
There were a lot of people. There were a lot of people because this place was like famous, and it was 15 different shots, but they were all different. Like one was with Irish cream and coffee liquor, and then and I took them probably in like 20 minutes, 50 shots.
15?
Yeah, 15
Wow.
different shots in 20 minutes. Because like I was there with some friends of mine from the Philippines, and they were like, everybody was like cheering on me, do it, do it, do it, and it was like 15 minutes. I didn't even realize that I was taking that many shots, and then it was a little too much after another 15 minutes when I finished, and I completely blacked out. I don't know what I did. I think I was taken to my hotel room because I don't remember how I could have even walked from the bar to the hotel that day, and yeah, I mean, it was just a little bit too much and
So there's really
fast.
no like fun story behind this. Like,
Yeah, I
I mean,
think
you don't remember anything. That sucks. You don't have any like stories. I mean, I just literally told everybody that I wet the bed as a grown adult.
well,
You know what I
you
mean?
basically just
Even
said,
if-
I had a little too much, and
I had
Okay.
too much.
I don't know how I made it home.
That's stupid, Fabrizio.
Okay.
It's not stupid.
I mean,
It's
fine.
just
Sucks.
not entertaining.
Sucks.
Yeah, so if I had peed in the bed, I would have not said it.
Oh my
First off.
God, Fabrizio.
So no funny story about me being drunk.
Okay, what about that fat chick?
That was not a funny story. What?
Well, funny for us, maybe not be funny for you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and you know gentlemen don't speak about women.
Literally, you do though. So I mean,
I do to you. I
like
don't do it.
8 people are gonna see this one. So I mean, I think you should just sell it.
You said 8 people are gonna see
Like
this
8,
one.
yeah, like 8.
Why you're undermining now your friend?
I think our last one only got 8 views. Seriously.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Most of them get like 50, 60, 70. The last one is still sitting strong at like 7 or 8.
You were bragging about 1,000 people.
I mean, collectively,
Okay.
throughout the platforms.
So you had
It was
10,
like 1,000 views,
10
so not
episodes.
people.
10 episodes and
7 episodes are out. This
Okay.
is number 8.
Okay, so anyways, so Fabrizio
There's
got
just not a
drunk
lot of
one
people
time.
watching though. She's right.
So
If you want to tell.
I'm telling. Fabrizio got drunk one time, and he's like, "Hey, bitch, you want to go home with me?" And he didn't realize at the time.
She was going to say
I don't
yes.
think that's your story to tell. I don't think that.
Go ahead then.
I'm not gonna say the story. Why would I say this story in front of people? No, I'm
Is she
sorry.
still friends with you?
No. I
Oh,
don't
tell
know.
the story then. Come on.
Yeah, right.
No, it's just not gonna look good on me, so I'm not gonna say.
All right,
Okay.
fine. Fabrizio
That's
doesn't feel
fine.
comfortable with the story. That's fine. Just
That's
know
fine.
it's there.
That's fine.
it.
Okay. Anyways, now Daniel, now you have to tell the story.
My drunkest time?
Yeah, and your drunkest time that you did something embarrassing. Because somebody's got to tell another embarrassing story.
I mean, there's been several times I've been drunk and done a lot of dumb stuff. One time I can remember, since we're talking about peeing, me and Kevin we went to the G spot. Do you remember the G spot?
I do.
On Tate Street.
What was it?
It was a club. It was like a mini club.
I remember you guys talking about this. But
Yeah. So that night, we were with like 10 people, and there was like a real sketchy guy walking around the bar with a backpack on all night. And he kept going over to everybody's drinks. And at some point, I realized that he had probably like put something in somebody's drink. So I drank everybody's beer. All the girls, I drank their beer so they wouldn't get it.
What a bad decision. Should
Yeah.
just told them not to drink
I
it.
mean, at the time, I was looking at the guy drinking. I'm like, what? Like, you're not going to get these girls. And then so I ended up getting roofied. He did put something in a drink, and I got roofied. And I left the G spot. Me and Kevin in my Camaro were going to head over to the corner bar.
Were you driving?
Yeah, I was driving.
Oh my god.
And I was doing donuts on Tate Street in my Camaro.
Oh, okay.
And it's like this tiny little street.
Yeah,
So,
it's right beside UNCG.
So I was doing a bunch of donuts and went flying out of there. Lo and behold, there was a cop sitting there the whole time watching.
Oh my god.
He's just sitting there. So they followed me all the way down Spring Garden, waiting for me to do something else illegal, which I didn't. But then, right as I was pulling over into the corner bar, they pulled me over. So we pulled over in there. And I just had a pee so bad. But I had like a jug in my car. So the cop came to the window and she's like, went back to her car. And I'm sitting there waiting and waiting. So I just like pulled my pants down and started peeing in this jug. And Kevin is in the car with me like, you're a fucking idiot. You're so stupid. I'm like, I can't hold it any longer. So yeah, I peed in the jug. And right as I was finishing peeing, the cop was coming back to the window. And I ended up taking a breathalyzer test and failing it. And the cop was like, I will let you off if you leave. Nice. She's like, if you leave right now, like you have to leave your car and you have to go. And that was like the place we were going. We were already there, so we were at the corner bar. We got pulled over like right beside it, so we just ended up going to the corner bar.
That's crazy that she let you go. Maybe it's because it was a lady cop. You never got lucky with cops.
No, there's been a few times, and there was one lady cop that did me real dirty, but most of the time, lady cops I did get pretty lucky. But then I ended up going in the corner bar. I can't remember anything after the Camaro time, but apparently I was trying to carry a girl out of corner bar. I tried to kidnap somebody.
What?
I picked somebody up over my shoulder, and I was leaving with them.
Oh my god!
And I got beat up and thrown out by the bouncers. Yeah, and then after that, the story was somebody took me home, and I pretty much puked the entire way home out of the car. And yeah, that's that story.
That's nice.
There's more details to it. I haven't told it in so long. I can't remember. But I do remember trying to kidnap somebody, or hearing that, and then getting beat up by the bouncers. And that's not something I would normally do, right? Like, that's not in my character. Kidnap a stranger.
No, you don't generally kidnap strangers.
And I didn't even know who she was. She was not a friend of mine. She did not want to go with me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That would be called
It was
rape
bad.
right now.
Okay, well,
It was bad.
Let's throw that into it.
I'm turning red talking about it. It was bad. I'm glad that they beat me up and threw me out. Trust me. That's yeah. But yeah.
Anyways, well, Fabrizio, I think that since you're the only person that has refused to tell a story, I think we're gonna ask you to leave. Do you know what I mean?
We should have asked you to leave because you didn't drink your bourbon. So.
Will you try it?
No,
It tastes a lot better than it
didn't
smells.
try it,
She hasn't
right?
tried it yet.
Come on.
Don't smell it. Just taste it.
So what do you drink to get drunk if you don't like this?
What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice, I drink like 2-3 times a year, and usually it's at like,
Tequila.
something work related. I never drink.
No, but when you were in university, when you were in
when I
college.
was young.
Yeah.
Actually, when I first started drinking when I was 21, the first thing I did drink was whiskey, I think. And I was fine with it then because I was taking shots of it. And then I stopped liking it. When I was young, I got like, things like kamikazes. I liked White Russians.
So vodka, mostly.
Yeah, when I would go out
Things
when I
that
was
are
in my early
tasteless.
20s, I would try and get, free shots and stuff.
I do remember you had a pretty good liking to that
Blueberry lemon drop.
lemon drop.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, my mom, you got her hooked on those too.
They're so good. That blueberry lemon drop.
She still talks about them.
Yeah, it's so good.
Your
What
friend
is that?
made that drink, right?
Well, it was at Bonefish, but yeah, my friends always
What
made
is
the
it?
best ones. It's Stoli blueberry, sour mix, muddled blueberries, sugar rim.
Some lemon
Yeah.
lemon
Lemon.
twist.
Well,
So it's pretty light.
yeah, it's delicious. It's not like too sweet. You know, it's like it doesn't taste like alcohol because it's Stoli blueberry.
Yeah.
So it's vodka, but it doesn't taste like straight
Flour,
vodka.
it's flour vodka. Okay.
But it's really good.
What's your drink of choice?
I think that right now we'll go probably with bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Straight bourbon.
Yeah.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Or rum. Rum with chocolate.
What do you mean rum with like? What do you mean?
Like rum and
But you're
then
eating a chocolate bar?
chocolate bar on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
We
All
really
right.
should have brought that African chocolate bar.
You
I
have
don't
an
think so.
African chocolate bar?
Yeah,
Yeah, we do.
our colleague Marshall went to Cameroon because he's from there, and he brought back some treats from Africa. And none of us expected that Africa would be known for chocolate, but
Because it is, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, I've never heard of any.
but that's what he brought back. So I mean,
But you haven't tried it?
I haven't tried it yet. Fabrizio tried it.
I did try, and it was not the like. It's not Swiss chocolate, you know.
What is it? Like dark?
They
It's-
brought back
they-
milk
they-
and dark chocolate.
Both, yeah. But it has some like white, I think, moldy spots in it, and that's
Moldy spots.
Yeah.
So it was old when he bought it in Africa. Nobody even wanted it.
I think so, because it was weird.
definitely.
It was weird
Looks
because he
old.
brought like boxes back that you would get like in a convenience store that they put out on.
Like a whole box of candy bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the whole
one
bar.
of dark chocolate, one.
So his family owns a convenience
Yeah,
store.
I think so. Yeah, something like that.
Take
Or
this,
probably
nobody bought
in
this.
the Cameroon.
It's expired.
Yeah, I think in the Cameroon airport we just got like few things.
Few things.
Those things, and then a couple of what did he bring as well? Like
Bracelets.
bracelets, and then,
Jesus. Are you wearing a bracelet?
and we were thinking of since nobody's gonna probably eat that chocolate, to every night
Throw
after
away one.
work to throw away a little piece of chocolate,
Yeah.
which sounds very bad.
No, that's a good idea.
No, but it'll
Is
make
it?
him feel better though.
Yeah, it'll make him feel better for bringing the trash gift.
Yeah. I mean, I was
I mean,
wanting
today
something
we
that
told
Africa
him,
was
we told
known
him the
for.
whole day we were going to Daniel podcast, so he's probably gonna watch this.
What's his
podcast.
name?
Marshall.
Marshall with the terrible gifts.
He's probably
Okay.
even gonna put like an hashtag Marshall.
Yeah, what's his last name?
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, Marshall, you should bring better gifts and you won't get trashed on the podcast.
I mean, listen, guys. It's Fabrizio trashing Marshall. It's not me because
Well, you brought him up, no?
I didn't say anything bad about it.
You
well,
haven't even
but
tasted
you
it.
implied it, Caitlin. I mean, no, it's,
I think that's subjective. Marshall works under Fabrizio and his fleet of janitors, and he did tell Marshall even what this thing was called today. So Marshall is probably gonna watch this, and Fabrizio might
I
as well
didn't
have
say
just
that.
shat on his face today.
Well, I mean, to be a janitor that can afford to go on vacation to Africa, I mean, you gotta be doing pretty well for yourself, right?
I
You
think
must pay your
Marshall's
people
paid
pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
So you do pay well.
would you say that on a scale from like 1 to 10, 10 being the best paid janitor in America, and 1 being the worst paid, or 0 being the worst paid, where would you say, Marshall, your direct report lies on that scale?
I think it's paid like top 90%. Top 10%. Sorry, top 10%.
Can I just be so bold as to say that you're a liar?
I mean, we like as a director of janitor, a chief janitor officer, we invest everything on gender gap inequality.
What? Gender gap
Sal-
inequality?
salary gender gap inequality. So if you were the janitor assistant, you will get paid.
Janitor
Probably,
assistant.
you will get paid probably 50% of what Marshall gets paid.
What does a janitor assistant do? Like get the mop wet?
It does all the part with the urinals.
Oh, the
That part,
urinals.
yes.
The urinal cakes.
The
You
cakes. You gotta switch the cakes.
Exactly.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Marshall's gotta do it.
No, he's implying that I'm
And,
the janitor
and
assistant.
Oh, you're the you're Marshall's assistant? But he's your
no,
assistant.
If should.
Oh.
I
He's
am the
theoretical.
officer, and
Officer.
Marshall is the assistant.
So Marshall changes.
What do you guys do with those old cakes? Like, those don't just go in the trash can, right?
You gotta hold on to those.
What do? You gotta get rid of them somehow. It's like biohazard.
Or what?
It's pretty nasty. Like 6,000 people pee on this little cake.
Yeah.
I think they just go in the trash. I mean,
Ugh.
did I ever tell you the story about Laura's work and how she worked in a place? So there was somebody that, you know, often turded and put their turd in the trash can instead of keeping it in the toilet. And one day the janitor, the chief janitor officer, found it and he scooped it out because he was like,
With his bare hands.
it's, the way Laura tells it, I think that it was probably like some toilet paper or something.
Okay.
And
That's better.
so he's like, this shit ain't gonna fly in my
Literally.
bathroom. Yeah, exactly. So he's like, mm-mm. So he takes the turd like this, goes to Laura's boss, this high up person, and he's like, somebody's putting this in the trash. He brings it to her office, this raw turd, brings it to her, shows it to her so she could know. Then they set up a meeting, a conference meeting. So like Laura's team and
They
her
set up a
boss-
fucking
yes,
meeting?
I'm so serious. They said it's the best story. Laura tells it better, but they set up this meeting where they're like, listen, somebody's shitting in the trash. You know what I mean? It's gotta stop. You know, we don't want to point any fingers, but. And then this girl's like, well, you know, maybe it's because someone was confused because the sign says only, like, it said no feminine products should be flushed. You know, one of those signs.
So it's like a woman's turd is a feminine product.
They thought that that's what it was. So it's obvious that it was this woman that was shitting in the, in the trash. She was shitting and then taking it, putting it in the trash.
Why would you just shit directly in the trash? Why would you make the move? Why have the relocation of the turd?
Well, what do you mean? You have to, the only trash in the bathroom stall is the little feminine hygiene trash can. What if you got a big turd? I mean.
I don't know. It's just, I wouldn't relocate a turd. Just don't flush it. Just leave it in there.
I know, right? I'd rather leave it in there than
I don't think that it was there. I don't think that if you were the one doing it, you will say out loud.
Dude, you
Well,
underestimate.
She was just
Fabrizio.
like trying to come up with this. If I was in that meeting, I would probably come up with stupid.
And
Okay,
you
but
would get
everybody-
you would get the blame. You would get blamed.
Everybody knows Fabrizio is just being stupid though, but this girl was brand new too. She's brand new. She hadn't built that rapport yet with any of her colleagues.
And
To be
you need a
Nobody-
report for not putting turds in trash cans.
Nobody had shit in the trash can prior to her arrival.
Ooh, it's clear.
So it
Yeah,
was,
exactly.
it-
Suddenly there's shit in the trash.
Yeah, there was a clear proof that it was.
And then
right.
she's saying this in the conference meeting about the turd in the trash.
Did she get fired?
No, I don't think they can fire you for putting.
Did she get counseling?
I don't know, bro. They were just like, no, that's not what that means.
And then it didn't happen again?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it happened again.
Well, you know, I just heard a turd story recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where Danny works. I don't know if he's told it on the show. I don't think he did. But they have drains. He works in a I won't say the name of it, but he works in a produce warehouse where they ship produce all over the place. like fruits and vegetables.
Fruits, vegetables, cabbages.
And you know, in this warehouse, there's drains in the floor because there's a lot of cold produce comes on ice. You know, water has to drain. Well, apparently, like the toilet's all backed up, and they're on the same system as these drains. So there's people like driving around. There's these big puddles coming up through the drains, and there's turds. There's like full turds like floating down the aisles.
That's
and these people are just like, you know, they drive those jacks, the forklifts, and they pick stuff up, and people are just like splashing through
That's
turds, like holding your produce on their jack,
That's
splashing
awful.
turds.
That's
And that's
really
probably how
awful.
like E. coli comes about in these kind of situations.
Why were there turds?
The system got backed up, and it came into the warehouse,
You know,
and
Where did
lots
you
of
get
turds.
these cushions?
Those cushions came from Walmart.
Alright, well, like,
Yeah.
were they yours originally?
They were a last minute purchase for a party I had.
I mean, I don't know why you have to act like some type
I
of way
was
about
just waiting
Walmart.
for you to say something terrible about them.
I'm not saying anything about them, you know? I'm just curious. It just doesn't look like something that you would
They don't really
personally
go with
buy.
these chairs. They're kind of small, but I didn't have any other options. Yeah,
You know?
these are yard chairs.
I think everybody can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and Fabrizio go to Walmart all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We get
Yeah,
various
we don't go
things.
to Walmart all the time.
You guys
It
go
looks
all
like-
like every lunch
It
break.
looks like we're not working. And we're at Walmart instead.
I do hear a lot of stories
No, it's just we just
Okay,
go to
probably-
Walmart in lunch break every once in a while.
every day.
Fabrizio,
Maybe
which
one-
colleague is gonna watch this and judge us? We go to when I say all the time, I mean like once a month. And it's because it's 2 minutes away from our work. I don't know why you're always so concerned with your reputation
I'm just saying that.
as chief janitor officer. I mean, take it
that-
down a notch. You know what I mean? So we go to Walmart. You know,
Once a month.
we
Yeah.
come back with goodies
What
for the
what
whole
what,
office.
what great janitor wants people to know they go to Walmart? Clearly, he buys his supplies from a much more reputable company.
Right.
I mean, I think Walmart has a pretty good variety of cleaning supply.
Yeah, but you can't buy in bulk.
He does love Costco. Fabrizio here, as an Italian, came to America and wanted the full American experience, so he now has
I don't like Costco anymore.
a membership to Costco as well as Sam's Club.
Yeah.
He also has a credit card for both of the establishments as well.
Is that work related or personal?
That's
No.
personal.
That is personal.
And you're a single man. What are you buying in bulk? Toilet paper,
water.
He's just
In
so
water.
much.
water, and toilet paper.
He's just like, he can't get enough toilet paper.
Well, when you're a janitor, you just gotta have it around because there's always people begging for it. Like, we're out of toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Where's the
I
janitor?
wanna be part of the community.
Yeah.
If you are part of the community, you gotta sponsor this company that are the American soul and system. So that's me
How many
being
credit
part.
cards have you gotten since you've been in America?
4 or 5.
Which ones are they? You have Sam's Club, right?
2 American Express, 1 Sam Club, 1 Discover card, and a MasterCard. Plus a debit card, yeah.
Are credit cards not really a thing in Italy?
I'm building my score
He's trying to build his credit score.
In Italy?
No, here.
here.
Do you have a credit score in Italy?
No,
They don't have credit scores in Italy?
it doesn't work like that.
So how does it work?
You just work and you get a salary and
And you use your
That's-
own money?
that's the score that you get. So when you are gonna get some financing, you get based on how much money you make and how much you can afford for that specific financing. That's what it is. It's not gonna be any score, anything that is related to the history, how many years you have been in business. Like
Right. Makes sense.
it does, but I mean, I now want to embrace the American culture, and I need to be part of the credit score system.
What's your credit score?
Right now, I'm proud to be at 743.
That's not bad for
It's very good.
An immigrant.
That's very good for only a few years of.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, it's
And
really
basically,
good. I
my,
mean, it's,
my visa since October of 2022, so.
yeah, I mean, that's better than a lot of Americans on this street, you know?
What are you saying about my street? I have good neighbors.
But do they have good credit scores?
All of them drive nicer cars than I do.
Okay, but nicer
But
cars
that doesn't mean anything,
don't
right?
say anything. If anything, that makes me think they have a worse credit score.
I'm
Probably.
just saying what I'm saying. You know, I'm not putting anybody
Say what
under the
you're
bus. I don't want to put any of my neighbors under the bus.
Nobody's talking trash about your neighbors, Daniel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is
That's what the Yoshi always says. All I know, all I know.
all I know is that my credit score.
But you've been like getting a credit score since you were 3.
No, I haven't.
Because your
That
mom
doesn't
got
work.
you a credit card when you were 3 years old. It's
No,
normal
she
to get
didn't.
a good credit score.
She got me. She put a credit card in my name when I was 18 when I was going to Mexico, and
Why do you have to say Mexico?
Mexico.
You don't say Cali. You don't say
Listen.
the name of your company in the right pronunciation. And no, when you have to say Mexico.
You
say
can't even
Mexico.
say Mexico.
Yeah, because I have like two glasses of this
Listen,
thing.
Fabrizio, I just want to point out right now.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I say anything Italian, you always say no. You have to say it like this. You have to say it, and then I argue with you. No, Americans with American accents sound stupid if they're pronouncing things like the correct way, like Adidas and Givenchy, whatever. You know, you sound stupid and pretentious. And now, when I even say Mexico, you argue with me that
because
I shouldn't be saying it like that because I sound stupid.
You make your point only, and then you act in a different way in this case.
I think
specifically.
Mexico is fair to say.
It's
Mexico
fair
is
to
our
say.
neighbors.
Okay.
Italy, I mean, it's just the name of the country. Mexico. We have a lot of Mexicans in America.
Okay. So you don't have that many Italian in America.
Not
Probably.
straight over. Not
Well,
nearly
Italian-
as many. No.
Italian ancestors, I guess.
Yeah, Italian ancestors. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I can't win here. Anyways, what was I talking about? Mexico?
That
You got a
that's
credit
your
card.
credit card before you were.
Yeah.
Your mom started building your credit.
Anyways, my credit score is 811.
That's pretty good.
Very nice.
You have multiple rankings. Not only one, I guess.
I know, but
She's going with the highest one.
I mean, you know, they're not wildly different. What's your highest one? The one that you said?
No, I
Pretty
think
sure.
I think I have another one that is higher than that.
Okay, well, why
Is
wouldn't you say that one?
The one most.
Because he doesn't know for sure.
He doesn't.
Exactly. There you go.
Fabrizio, do you have an American voice?
Oh my god, do like a.
Do your
say
American
some things.
voice.
He was okay when he was riding back in the tow truck. There was a really like southern sounding man,
Mm-hmm.
and he did like the first like southern impersonation that I've
It
heard
was
him
very
do.
bad.
No, let's hear it.
Criticize.
Let's do it.
I mean, this guy was only telling me two things.
Shut the fuck up and stay on your side of the truck.
He was probably saying also that one, but I didn't quite catch it.
You can understand
I
it
probably
well.
understood like 10% of what he was telling me, but he was very proud and very supportive of people that were driving fast on the highway, and he was always saying about these people, that guy got bolts, that guy's got bolts. So always like that. So everybody that was driving between cars has got bolts. And then he was asking me if I got laid when I was down in.
He kept asking if he got laid.
I hope you got laid when you were here. Yeah, and
I think there was something wrong with this guy a little bit.
That was pretty much the two things that I got in the whole conversation. It was a long ride. It was like 1 hour and 45 minutes. And he was speaking, and I was getting back to him and say, huh. But he could have told me like, are you fucking stupid? And I would have told him, something like that, or are you
Lesbian.
lesbian?
Yeah.
And I would have said yes probably to that type of question. So
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, Yeah, it's my understanding of the American language right now.
Okay, when
Well, I know you probably, with your Italian friends, you probably mock us.
he
and
mocks
use
me
an
all
Am-
the
You
time.
use an
No, we
American
don't.
voice.
We never do.
Yes, you do.
You mock me
No,
all
you
the
do.
time. What do you
No,
mean?
come on.
So
Yes, he
you should
does.
give us one of your mocking voices.
Okay, but the main mocking that he does is when I say the name of our company.
That's what he does
Exactly.
around you. But
Yeah.
when he's around his Italian friends, it's different.
I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of Italian friends.
On
local,
the
though.
phone, calling him on the phone.
No.
Really?
No. I don't mock Italy that much, honestly.
You
not,
do
I don't
so.
mock
Every
American
day.
either. No, come on.
You don't mock who?
American language, American speaker. No, I don't mock them that much.
Hmm.
Mainly when any of us say the name of the company.
That's the only thing. But I even mock Italian when they say the name of the company.
I don't know why.
Accent.
I don't understand it.
Because it's just stupid. You can just say the name of the company the way they. I don't call Nike or Nike. I call Nike. Because
Okay,
it's
but
the way that
I
you
think
say
when I
it.
first met you, you did say Nike, though. I'm pretty sure. And then I was like, that's not correct.
Well,
I'm almost sure of it.
you.
Most people won't judge you for only one thing. So I think you're kind
And
of
it's
hiding.
fine, though.
I think you're hiding a
You're
little
being
bit.
just say Nike.
It's okay.
Yeah, when
I'm gonna keep your standings.
When I
Good.
was in Italy, I was talking to the Italians that run the UK, and they were mocking me a little bit, like just joking around, and then they said like just talking about how Americans talk, and they were like Nike, and I'm like, that's how you say Nike. That's Nike.
Yeah.
It's an American company. He's like, they're like, oh, you're right. It's like just got carried away. But anyways.
What's the most recognizable Italian brand?
Let's all think of one, and then we all say it. And hold on, let me think.
I think it's pretty.
Don't say it yet. I want to think. Okay, go. You go. I have mine. Do you have yours, Daniel? You have to think of one. Okay, you have to think of one.
Really that much for an Italian brand.
Italian bread?
Brand.
Oh. I was like, what?
Bread?
I mean,
I mean, come on, one of
the water?
No,
The sparkling water?
no, that's San Pellegrino. It's not even anymore Italian. It is produced in Italy, but it's from Switzerland.
Well,
It's owned by Nestlé.
You couldn't even think of it though.
I mean,
But
that's
come
the
on,
first thing I thought
Let's,
of.
let's talk about cars.
Yeah, exactly, Daniel. Come on.
I mean, Italian cars, well, that's not the most popular brand worldwide, though, because most
Well,
people...
Ferrari is supposed to be one of the most popular brands in the
Of
world.
course.
Yeah. But as far if you were to say, like, Ferrari versus Nike's, like, billion times bigger.
Oh, well, in terms of the size
Yeah,
of the company, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But
World...
I mean, then you think of, Italy's just much smaller than America in general, though. So, I mean, I don't think that that's, like, a fair question. I think most people on Earth know what a Ferrari is. The first.
But now it's probably Tesla after Ferrari.
What?
Tesla.
Well, no.
Come
See,
on.
well,
No
no, because
way.
it's not the same category. When you're
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
but
supercars, you're
I'm
talking about Ferrari.
Yeah, but I'm talking about generally in the car industry.
No,
Nowadays,
Ferrari is not number one as far as the entire car industry.
Not even in the top 10.
Number one in terms of brand knowledge. I think that Ferrari is better known than, or more known than any other brand in the world. More than Tesla, more than Ford.
Tesla's
than,
not
yeah,
a comparison. Tesla's not a comparison at all.
I would say that Ford's probably more well known than Ferrari worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. Ford was the first.
Just
Come
because
on.
they've sold billions of cars. Ferrari has sold millions of cars, maybe.
no, probably less than that.
Yeah, so.
Ford was the first car. I mean,
Yeah.
how can you?
Ford, I don't think Ford was the first car.
I think it was.
No, Ford was the first car that was produced in a manufacturing style.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
Actually.
I think Mercedes was probably before Ford, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But let's go with other, besides car brands.
Okay, yeah.
Like, we're talking like
Ferrero, chocolate,
Ferrero Rocher.
and Nutella is owned by Ferrero.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
another
see, I would say that's probably more recognizable than Ferrari.
Nutella is more.
No,
Yeah.
come
Nutella?
on.
Nutella?
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Not a
Big one.
chance.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. You know how many old women are eating Nutella that have never heard of Ferrari? Or don't even care?
I mean, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Benz patent motor car. 1886. Carl Benz applied for a patent for his vehicle powered by a gas engine. The patent number 37435 may be regarded as the birth certificate of the automobile. You know, I knew this and I forgot about it. In July 1886, the newspapers reported
knew about
the
it.
first...
She forgot.
I forgot. I
That's-
did. I knew Benz was first
Yeah.
public outing of the three-wheeled Benz patent motor car Model 1. Okay, 1896. Okay, so that was 1886. 1896, the founder of Ford Motor Company built his first car and took it for a spin on the streets of Detroit.
Yeah. But it wasn't for another 10 or 15 years before
10.
they were mass produced.
Okay, but that doesn't matter though.
But that's why most people know Ford as being the first car. It's because it was the first
To be
Mass
mass produced.
produced.
mass
Yeah.
produced.
Okay, so me, Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci.
I didn't know
Prada.
Gucci was Italian.
Anything that ends with an I just about is Italian.
I didn't know. What was your first car?
My first car. Probably a Fiat.
I owned a Fiat one time.
You did?
Yeah, Fiat Spider.
Oh, okay. That's-
77.
I had a Fiat Punto.
Ah.
a little
Mhm.
cheaper. And yeah, that was the first one. It was the first one. I just got it from from my parents. There was
It was their old car?
their old car, and I took it to Milan when I was studying. I got my driving license when I was 21 years old.
Okay.
I didn't got it at 18.
Right.
I waited a very long time. You get the driving license at 16, which
I got mine at 15 and a half.
How can you do it?
You get it at 15 and a half here.
Oh, okay.
But you can only
actually-
drive certain hours. It's
Okay.
limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did, because in Italy we don't drive that much. We don't have that.
Yeah, you don't need to, right?
Yeah, it's every city is smaller. So 21, and I got the car and never really drove that much. I only had one big accident, and it was with that car, because of a time when I was drunk after a wedding.
You drunk, drove, and crashed.
Yeah, and crashed.
Okay.
I didn't kill nobody.
Thank
But
God.
I got my driving license taken away from me for 6 months, and then I had to go to some psychological time, and I had to spend 240 hours for public services.
Mm-hmm.
But my public services was basically being the trainer of a female volleyball team. That was my public service.
How in the hell is that?
I don't know. I guess I was just lucky. I just picked the right horse.
I mean, how
Did you
are
know anything
qualified
about
for that?
volleyball?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
nothing. I'm 5'7". I don't even play volleyball. I mean, I just played volleyball when I was in middle school.
Why would that be? Why would they put you?
How is that
because
even?
You were a man? I don't understand that. That's not fair.
The guy that owned the team. He applied for being part of this program.
Oh, to get
of
some help.
Rehabilitate and get some help. And I was just in the loop, so I just picked the right group, and I was there.
That's nice.
But 240 hours.
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. Yes.
Yeah. Caitlin had to do community service
I did.
one time.
Yeah, I did for
She picked up
First
trash
year.
on the side of the road.
No,
though.
I didn't.
Oh.
Honestly, I wish I did.
I thought you did pick up some trash.
No, I didn't. I worked
So
at
why
the
did you
Salvation
go to
Army.
community services?
I was driving 96 and
Oh, okay.
a 70.
That's not too bad.
So that's not too bad, right? You drive at 80.
No, that's not too bad.
Anyways, so yeah, I did my community service.
How long was it?
I can't remember how many hours it was, but I just had to work at the Salvation Army, and I just had to go through people's clothes and trash the ones that were stained and had holes in it or something, and then hang up other ones that seemed okay.
You know, I've been waiting for community service my whole life, and I've never gotten it.
I mean, it is weird that you never got it though.
Yeah.
As many times as something
I've got
happened.
over 30 traffic tickets.
That's insane. that
Never
you still
got
have-
community service.
That's
30 traffic tickets.
Probably closer to 40 actually now with the ones I got last year.
Daniel.
Yeah.
For speed driving, for what?
Everything you can think of. Speeding. So I think on the last show we talked about I got pulled over one time and got 7 traffic tickets at one time.
Okay.
One stop. And it was like speeding, driving without a license, no insurance. I had a stolen tag on the car
Oh my God, Daniel! Why was it
Why?
stolen?
because I never switched the car into my name, so I couldn't get a tag. So I took a tag off of a crashed car
Oh my God.
and I put it on it. And you know, I still have those tickets somewhere in a file saved.
Okay.
I'll
So
have
you
to.
don't, really the ticket system is not really helping you to learn, right? You're not learning anything.
No, I've never. No.
No.
Nothing's ever really like.
No, I will still
habits-
keep doing the same
Yeah.
thing and just
Your
hope.
habits are not changing.
I should know now how to get away with it. The first day that I got my car when I was 15 and a half or somewhere around there, the first day I drove, I got a ticket for illegally trespassing. I was parked at the airport watching the airplanes,
Mhm.
like with my girlfriend at the time. We just like, it was a romantic 5 minutes and I got a ticket for trespassing. The very next day, I got a ticket for speeding on the way to work. So the first 2 days I drove, I got tickets. And then I think, you know, from there it just
You were
snowballed.
15 and a half.
15, yeah, I think at 15. I started working when I was like 13 on
Oh, wow.
summers. And then I dropped out of high school when I was,
That's illegal in Italy.
To drive when you're 15.
Not to work when you're 13.
well, I mean, I worked for my dad's business.
Okay.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah, it probably was illegal.
It probably was illegal.
Yeah.
But my friend Chris, my co-host, he also used to drive us around when he was 14.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
he used to
typically-
drive us all over town with no license. His parents didn't care. He would
Wow.
just come pick me up and we would go shoot pool and smoke cigars. 14 years old.
At 14. That's nice.
Yeah. It was crazy. But you know, most of the tickets I ever got, I've paid a lot of money to lawyers. My
You have
car
to pay
insurance?
like a couple of $1,000 a month. Probably.
No, I get everything expunged. That's why I pay so much to lawyers. It's because they just wipe it clean. Like, I don't want it on my record. I could probably get away with paying a lot less, but it would be on my record.
Okay.
Yeah. Good old Swisher. He's
Nice.
a good lawyer. Caitlin's used him.
Yeah. I used them that time where I got community
And
service.
this guy only does those type of things.
Yeah, I don't know how he... Caitlin literally had never had a ticket and got community service.
No,
I've
no,
had
no,
30
that's not true.
tickets.
That
and-
was my third ticket within
Oh,
like
really?
a year and a half, and that's why I had to get Swisher because it was.
Didn't you say
I
that
was
you're,
really
you're able
close.
to take off ticket to get off ticket all the time?
Yeah, I was with her one
No,
time. She
yeah,
was going
prior.
70 miles an hour on a side street. Where were we at?
I don't know.
She gets pulled over and the cop walks up. He's like, "Do you know how fast you're going?" She's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Oh, yeah, well, I don't either. See you later." Basically, that's what it was. He was just like, "Oh, just slow down a little." She's like, "Okay." And I'm sitting in the passenger seat like, I cannot believe this is so
Yeah.
true. It's
What's
true.
happening?
Yeah, they really just get away with murder.
I mean, okay, at a certain point that stopped though. I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe it was like I got less cute or something. I don't know what happened, but at some point I started getting tickets, and then in that year, I had got like 3 of them to the point where Swisher was like, you know, you're really close to losing your license. So
He never said that to me one time.
That's so weird.
In the many, many, many situations.
Yeah, you're a good customer.
Yeah,
He
he
was
also used to
cute.
call me doctor.
Yeah.
He called me doctor. Yeah.
I love Swisher.
I never corrected him either. I was like, yeah, I am a doctor. He's,
Oh, so he might have thought you were a doctor.
you know, he really played it off like he did.
That's
I don't know.
awesome.
Maybe since I spent so
He's like
much
the
money.
most like old school Southern gentleman that you'll ever meet. Like it's the best example of like old South.
And he
like,
plays
accent
golf
and
with the
stuff.
judges
So
and
good.
stuff.
Okay.
Like that type. But I think he's retired now.
Yeah, I know, that sucks.
Yeah.
I think you told me that. It's a bummer. Who else? I mean, after that
But
third
is he
one,
like an ambulance chaser? No.
Hmm?
An ambulance chaser? Do you call that the
what is
lawyers?
that is?
Mm-mm.
No.
What's an ambulance chaser?
The lawyers that.
No, he's
just-
not an injury lawyer.
It's not injury. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Those are the lawyers that just
Injured
make
on
them,
the job?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
make all the how do you call them?
Like the billboards will say, like,
Yeah,
injured on the
exactly.
job?
Exactly.
Injury
Workers' comp.
attorneys.
Injury attorney. Yeah,
Mhm.
they just take
Yeah.
all their visas from that.
Yeah.
type
Have
of
you been in a
situation.
car crash where you were hurt and it was your fault? We could still help you. Yeah.
I mean, so like at our store, at one of our stores that the company owns, people will be trying to sue us all the time.
I had to sue workers' comp one time,
Not
actually.
all the time.
I mean, like all the time compared to like what I've ever seen before.
No, but this is
'Cause it's
that's
in California.
that's the California system that is
It's crazy.
That is wrong.
Oh, that's what people spend their whole life
Yeah, exactly.
suing people. There's a name for that.
Yeah.
With those people.
It's wild. I mean, you would never have thought there would be a reason to sue, and then suddenly,
You know, my mom is
There's
saying
some-
that all the time. Sorry, Mom, but like every time something happens, she's like, "You gotta sue him, sue him." She never really has sued anybody, I don't think, but she's always bringing it up. But
Yeah, she has a point. I mean, that's the
American way.
American
Sue
way.
'em.
Sue them.
Yeah.
more so in California though.
Well, I did sue workers' comp one time.
Oh really?
For what?
You
That time my
probably
foot got crushed.
Oh yeah.
My foot got crushed at work, and I had a bunch of surgery and all this stuff, and I had like nerve damage, and they were trying to give me like $600.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh, that's such trash.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
But it wasn't even my idea to. Well, I don't think we actually sued him. I think we settled, because I remember saying like, I think I'm supposed to get something, like more than $600. Like my foot's permanently damaged,
Yeah.
and then I just asked so many times that eventually someone was like, okay, we'll ask, and then they like wrote me a check for like $12,000.
Okay.
It should have been more than that.
Yeah, it should have probably been a lot more than that. But I was just
Expect at
happy.
least
I was like,
20.
okay, all
Yeah, I
right,
know. When you're
something.
younger, you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should have probably got like 50.
I mean, yeah, probably. But I still have a completely disgusting toenail because of it that I'll have forever.
I think that's worth 50,000.
It's pretty gross.
What do you have? Pretty disgusting.
It's
My toenail,
Uh-huh.
my big toenail, it's fucked up. It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
And I have I have nerve damage in my entire leg from it, but it was actually from the surgery. So I probably should have sued
The doctor.
the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
They like cut the wrong nerves.
Fuck.
But I mean, it was all mashed up and mangled. So I mean, if I was a doctor, I would.
What do your hands look like now? Your fingers that almost fell off. Hold them straight.
No, that one doesn't. It's not straight.
I can't hold that one straight. So yeah, I cut these two fingers off, like 80% off.
Okay, but this one, it seems fine. It's this one.
This one is actually the worst damaged one
Oh really?
because I don't have
Doesn't
any.
look that
I have no
bad.
feeling from here to here.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh.
But this one is the ugliest one. But it still has full functionality. The knuckle, I can't really crack it. I wish I could, because I'm like one of those people that's always popping their knuckles, and I can't pop that one. Drives me nuts. But the surgeon that did this did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I mean that looked pretty far gone.
Yeah, it was.
I showed Fabrizio the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
He
that
got
one.
really upset that
Yeah.
I showed him.
Yeah, this finger was only hanging on by a little tiny piece of skin right here, and it was just. So he did a good job.
Good job.
And this one was cut most of the way through.
My God.
But I think the reason that the damage was because the nerve got cut in half. And he tried to repair the nerve, but it didn't take.
That sucks. Does that ever bother you?
I
Feel?
90% of my life I'm doing this. Like I'm trying to find the feeling.
That sucks.
Because it's not just that it doesn't have feeling, but it has a weird feeling.
It feels a little. It's how I feel on the side of my face.
Yeah,
here.
there's like something in there.
It
but
tickles a little bit.
it doesn't
almost.
tickle,
Mine does.
but it's like you almost can get it. You're like, I can almost feel it.
Oh,
That's
that
alright.
sucks.
You know, I'm just lucky to have them. I'm
Yeah.
really lucky to have them.
Yeah.
Crystal was telling us a story one of her friends, her husband was working on a saw, and he unplugged it, and he was trying to work on it, and his wife came down, and she's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I can't figure out how to get this saw working. I'm trying to fix it." And she's like, "Oh, it's not plugged in." And she plugged it in, and it cut his fingers off, and he lost them. Like, he didn't get them back. So, I'm lucky, you know.
Is they still married?
Yeah, they're still together.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, happens, you know.
That's crazy. Remember that time when I closed your whole hand in my door?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, like, left it there.
Like
The door's shut all the way. The door on
my
the car. Car door.
was shut
Wow.
all the way with his hand. And his reaction is like, ah! You know, that's your scream.
I couldn't
Just like,
get the words out.
Ah!
Yeah.
Why?
I'm
Why
like,
did
what's
you do
happening?
it?
What's happening?
Was he mad at you?
No, she just
No, I
doesn't. She
didn't.
doesn't pay attention sometimes. She
didn't
got out and
know.
slammed the door, and I was still getting out. Like, I was getting out behind her, and I was like,
Your reaction though, it doesn't, like me, I would be like, ah! You know, like really like bloody murder scream, like you would know something was wrong. You're just like, ah! You know, you think it's like funny or something. Like,
you know,
I didn't know that I'd actually slammed your whole hand in a door.
when I cut off my fingers, like my reaction was, I was like holding them in my hand, and I was literally like, damn it. Like, I was so close to finishing, because I was like building a mantle, and I was just like, this is so inconvenient right now. And then I like grabbed a garbage bag and wrapped around it.
Oh.
And, you know, I didn't really freak out, but I don't ever freak out. I rarely freak out about anything. I literally could have my foot chopped off, and I would probably be like, this is, the rest of my life's gonna suck now, but I gotta deal with this. Like, let's get to the hospital.
That's why it's so funny when I scared you that one time.
Yeah. I've very rarely been scared. I can count it on my hand, and one time Caitlin got me.
His face gets so funny when he gets
Yeah.
scared.
I have no control over myself. It's like,
Oh, it's so good. I was just like, you were up in your room, and I was like on the stairs, just peeping there.
you
like,
didn't even move. That's what's crazy. I got so scared, and you just
I was
stood
just
there.
sitting there. Oh, it's so funny.
What
Yeah.
did you do?
She
I didn't
just
do
stood there.
anything. I was just like peeping up like through the banister, like.
She just caught me off guard, like a dark figure.
Because it was dark on the stairwell, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know, you have to be there.
Yeah, you kind of have to be there.
Oh my gosh.
Did
Face
you
is
fall?
so
Did you fall?
funny. No.
It's really just
Although
the
you
facial
have laughed
expression.
when I've fallen before, for sure.
Who?
You've laughed when I've fallen.
I laugh when most people fall, though.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't remember you falling very often.
No, I didn't fall very often, but for sure when I did, I'm sure you laughed. Just like have a vague memory of like for sure.
Remember the time I dropped it in your head?
Yes.
I didn't
do
laugh at
remember.
that.
Yeah,
You were bawling.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's. No, I have a vivid memory of that. Like holding my head, like But when you freak out, you do kind of laugh a little though.
I mean, it's natural.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's
you're
because,
still laughing,
I mean, it is funny. But you feel so bad because you're, like, half the time you're over exaggerating though.
I mean, I
Do
think
you
I'm.
think so?
Yeah.
She does that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, don't tell Fabrizio that. Come on. I'm not over exaggerating. It hurt. Like, he was literally holding me upside down and dropped
No,
me on my
no.
head.
That's not what happened. You don't even remember.
Okay, I remember exactly where we were in your
Where?
house on Independence.
In my bedroom.
Yeah. And
So you were riding on my back like a horse, and I like went to stand up. And
and
weight,
you did like
the
that.
weight of your body on me, like, tumbled me over.
And you
went head first.
Yeah, onto the floor.
Yeah.
It was
And
right
she got
on my
upset,
head.
right?
Hmm?
She got upset a lot when
She
this
started
happened.
bawling. Like, I
Yeah.
thought she
Okay.
That's what
broke
she
her
does.
neck.
That's
You were
That's
such an idiot.
two weight and two measure. That's what we say in Italian. Due pesi
Fabrizio.
e due misure.
Come on. I got dropped
weight
on
and
my
two measures.
head.
No,
Do you remember that time
I'm
that-
just saying that, like really stupid things. She get like super upset. Sometimes if I throw her something and I got her in the head, she gets super upset. And when she does it all the time, I just have to play around.
Dude, I don't get upset. What are you talking about? I just say like, you know, like it's the
You
same with you. If I hit you in the
didn't
face,
speak for me for one day once. Because I
I
throw you something on your head, and then you said, that hurt me a lot, and
dude, sometimes you do hurt me though. You really do. But no, when
It's
you
all
hit
in
me in
good
the
fun
face,
now.
I know, but like when somebody hits you in the face,
Oh, it's different.
you need a second. You know,
When
like,
I get hit in the face, it
it
triggers something.
It
in
triggers
you.
something, and like when I hit him in the face too, because I've hit him in the face too.
All the time.
With our squishy balls, we throw them back and forth, and sometimes when I
We throw
throw
back
it
and
at him
forth,
when he's
yeah.
not looking, which is often, every once in a while I'll get him right in the face.
Yeah.
And you gotta leave somebody alone for a little while after
Which
that.
she doesn't.
I
What-
do
But
so.
I'm supposed to leave
I
her
just.
alone when I do it. So.
Oh my god, you're such a liar. That's not true. I do leave you alone.
You know, one time me and your sister were boxing,
No, I remember this.
and there was like no face punching, right? Well, she was going insane. Like I thought we were play fighting, and she was like trying to hurt me, and I just accidentally, like, punched her in the face. Like she was like wailing, and I was just like, it's like punched her. She's like, no, you didn't. But yeah, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But there was another time that I also picked you up,
And then.
and I broke my nose
Oh, you broke your nose.
when we were at your high school. And I jumped out of a car, and I ran up and I picked her up over my shoulder, and I tripped. But instead I didn't want to drop her, so I held her and I hit the concrete like face first, and like it broke my whole nose
I don't
completely.
You broke your nose several times since
Yeah.
I've known you.
Yeah, that was the third. I think it was the third time.
That's
But that actually kind of straightened it out.
awful.
It
Yeah.
did straighten it a little. Doesn't look like it's been broken 5 times.
That's crazy. But your reactions, you just don't realize it's as bad as it is.
No, I realize it. I mean, it's just
No, but other people around you don't realize it's
Oh,
as
yeah.
bad as it is.
yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
Because you just like, you're sitting around like this.
Mm.
Yeah.
The worst pain I've ever been in my life was when I dislocated my knee, and I really made a big deal about that. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't walk. I couldn't even get up. I was like screaming. That was probably the only time.
Yeah. But not your kidney stones.
No,
My
actually,
kidney stones.
kidney stone was. I passed out in pain. That's the only time in my life I've passed out. The pain was so bad, and my sister. I remember waking up, and my niece was like, "Is he dead?"
Oh my God.
Caroline?
That was her reaction.
She's standing in the kitchen. She's like, "Is he dead?" I was like, "That is cold." That is so
right? Like,
cold.
not upset at all.
No.
Just like, is he dead?
Yeah. But the pain was so bad, I was just like, never. Yeah, that was brutal.
And
What do you
had
mean
kidney
never
stone-
again? Like, you can't.
Never have I ever had that kind of pain.
Oh, okay.
And you had kidney stone as well.
Yeah, it was so big that I had to get surgery on it. It was
Oh, wow.
the worst pain
You too?
I've ever been. No, he's always
Oh.
passed his. But I mean, I've never had to pass one, so I don't know what it feels like to pass one. But it's just like,
You know, the pain of passing it is, in my opinion, is not as bad as the pain when it like breaks free in your kidney.
yeah,
Because you think you're dead. The pain is so bad, you're just, I don't know what this is. I'm dying. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna die.
it's. I mean,
It happened to me
there's
another
no comfort.
time in the parking lot of Red Cinema. Like I had to pull into the parking lot there because I felt it coming on, and I just like dropped in the parking lot and was laying on the street like in a seizure. Like this pain is so bad.
Yeah, no, it sucks. It's awful.
It's bad.
It's
You've never had one?
No.
Yeah, you're lucky.
No, you just can't. There's no way to prepare yourself when
Mhm.
you first get one because it's like nothing you can imagine. It's terrible. There's no comfort. There's nothing you can do to give yourself any relief, ever, except morphine. It's the only thing that they could do, and they only gave me 5 minutes of morphine just to keep me still for a second. And that
Yeah,
was
I think the
most
one or two times I actually went to the doctor with it, they wouldn't even do anything.
They wouldn't.
Because they're like,
they
we don't
wouldn't
know.
give you Percocet or something.
Yeah, they're like, you're just in here trying to get drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, yeah, fucking I
Well, that's
am.
because that's probably because your reactions too are so like whatever. Me,
Yeah.
you could tell that I was in like a
Pain.
huge amount of pain. Like I was going insane. So probably your reaction, if it was more dramatic like mine, you probably would have.
You remember that time that lady jabbed me and I was bleeding
You
out?
were holding
at the
a
hospital?
handful of blood.
Yeah.
That was insane. She's like, "Do you want me to get you another nurse?" I'm like, "This is like blows my mind. I mean, are you serious?" Because she was trying to get his vein, and she just kept poking around. Like, I mean,
And she hit something and it started spewing.
and by the end of it, Daniel's just sitting there, quiet as can be, just holding his giant hands full of his blood. And she's like, "Do you want me to get another nurse?"
Caitlin
like,
was freaking out.
Dude, of course I was.
But I had a migraine
It's
headache,
insane.
so I couldn't. When you have a migraine headache, you can't get emotional, or it makes it worse. Like, you have to just zone out. So I was just
And
zoned
you
out.
were just like,
Just like, make it go away. That's all I want.
I can't believe how bad she was. How could she work
Where
in a
is she
hospital at
now?
that point? I know, right? Hopefully not in a hospital
Mhm.
anymore. It's insane.
Terrible. I've had so many bad doctors in my life, though. I've gotten used to it. And that's why I don't go to the doctor. The last time I had a shard of glass go through my leg. My brother-in-law stitched up in my shower in here. Because I just, like, refuse to go to the doctor.
Oh my
Unless I
God.
have to. I mean, I had to for my fingers falling off. But if I could have fixed those myself, I probably
Dude, you
would.
couldn't fix them, you know?
I mean, if we could have.
Maybe you didn't have the, finesse. The steady hands.
He's pretty good with a needle. Did you ever try this, Caitlin?
I did.
She did.
You didn't give any tasting notes?
I mean, it tastes like trash. I mean, I don't know what to say. Do you know what I mean? My rating from a scale from 1 to 10, this is a 3, this is a 4. I don't know. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Maybe a 2 and a 4.
That sounds better.
2.5 and a 4.
I like 2 and a 4 better. But 2.5,
But they
hey.
just to show the level of like. I don't know.
So what whiskey would you consider a 10? What would it have to taste like?
No, not
None.
whiskey.
Well, we're rating whiskey.
I know, but I just don't have that much context. The last time I had whiskey was when I was way younger. I don't know, like, what is a good whiskey and what's a bad whiskey. I just don't have that much context. So, like,
That's fine.
I would have to just try more to, like, have any real, stake here,
Hmm.
Why do you think that steak is gonna make it better?
So you want to come on the show where we're trying like a 25-year-old whiskey out?
I think I'll come on the weed show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that would be a better show for me.
So like a bowl and a glass of whiskey?
Do I have to have both?
So you're just going to smoke?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
fine with me.
maybe with my
You know,
current job, I shouldn't do things like that.
no, it's just, it's medical. It's non-THC. Fabrizio, what are you going to give are you going to give a score on that last one?
The last one was, I think, a 5.5.
Wow.
Solid 5.5. The taste was not as bad as the smell.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first one, but definitely reasonable. Like, not sufficient, but
If
Not
the smell had
sufficient.
been better, it would have been much better.
yeah.
The smell really did it in. Yeah, I'm going to give it like a 4.8.
Why did you even buy it?
Because it's North Carolina.
Okay.
That's the only reason. Because a show earlier, we did another North Carolina one. Versus, I can't remember what we did it against. I think we just did it by itself. And it wasn't very... I think it was another one that smelled really bad, but tasted better. That's a North Carolina thing.
That's not something great to be known for, I don't
No.
think.
It's not.
Maybe maybe you'll find something one day.
Well, the one in Greensboro
Oh,
is
Greensboro,
actually
yeah.
one of my favorite. It's
Oh, yeah.
one of my favorite, for sure.
You should
have
do
let-
you should
you
do
let
Greensboro
me-
versus Winston-Salem.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Fabrizio's Team Winston-Salem. all
Are you
day.
gonna bring the Winston?
Well, why not? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
Yeah. By the next show, you'll feel more comfortable to let loose a little more.
He's never gonna let loose.
Yeah, he will.
I can tell.
No, he will. He's got to get him out of that sweater.
Yeah, bro. That's the truth, though, actually.
Yeah. We'll
But
dim the lights a
problem
little.
is, Daniel, I mean, it's a Monday. I think if it was on a Friday, you might get some better, like, loosey-goosiness.
I'm limited. My co-host is only available on Mondays.
Okay, well, when he bails, maybe you should do a Friday.
Well, if I would have done that, we would have had to do it last Friday because then we have to release an episode every Thursday.
You have to.
I mean, I don't have to, but it's like we've done it so far. I don't want to like let my 9 people
Okay,
down.
but maybe one time you can film something on a Friday
And then
when
have it-
other people are
Oh.
available and have it as like a plug-in.
Do you know what? That's a really good idea. That's a great idea because I'm a week behind already. I used to have a week and a half to produce the show, but this show has to release this Thursday
Oh, wow.
because we're a week behind because we missed another show. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, you have to pick up.
Maybe we should just jump into that Greensboro versus Winston this coming weekend.
It's Lara's birthday this weekend, so not me.
I knew it.
Unless Fabrizio wants to do it alone with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
do
could do
it.
it.
I think I would feel also more comfortable.
Yeah,
with
without
scheduling
your
that.
boss in here with you.
Exactly.
What?
What?
Me?
Yeah.
Fabrizio's
Did
boss?
I use any of these yet?
Oh my god, how could you not have do the
I
wah
forgot.
wah wah wah?
I don't know which one it is. Yeah, I should have used that
I
earlier.
can't believe you didn't use
Sorry.
these. to spice
Chris
up
never
our
uses them, so I
show.
forget we have them.
Okay, next time I'm on the show, I'm gonna be in that seat. I'm sorry. Try the other ones. I wanna see what they sound like. Oh my god.
That's when you
Oh,
say
no.
a curse word. You're like, fuck that.
Oh.
Wow, you had all these tools and you didn't
That's why he always hits that one. That's the only one he ever uses.
I
It's 'cause it's
literally
number
can't
one.
believe you didn't use any of them. Is my favorite.
Alright, you should definitely sit here for real.
Yeah, you can move your beetle chair over here. if you want.
I usually have it right there. I only put it here because
Well, I wanna
Chris
sit
usually
beside-
sits here.
I want to sit beside the thingamabob.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, we're done. Wrap it up. That's it. That's how we end the show.
Oh my god, it's
Thank
so
you, man.
weird taking these off.
Yeah, you feel like you've entered the real world.
Oh my gosh, it's super weird. Oh my god. Wah, 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 wah. Look at these blanket curtains.
Yeah, yeah.
Some blanket draperies.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You are not.
Um,
Hi, May. Are you okay, May?
I mean, you pour a lot of whiskey in my drinks, so.
I'm sorry.